Mm.
I was going to videotape breaking the door so I could say, look, it would stop here. They had a fine of 1,800 baht. I was like, look, I'll pay, just whatever. But the guy came up and he kept fiddling with the knobs, and it finally shut up and opened up.
Wet clothes coming out. Was it in the dryer or was it the washer? The actual washer?
It's a washer dryer combo.
Oh yeah, I don't like those.
And
I hate those. Hate them.
What I normally do is I wash the clothes, just the wash, let it end, and then I just turn the dryer settings on, and it's perfect. Well, this time I said, I'm going to use it the way it's supposed to. Set it and forget it type mentality. So I set the wash, I set the dryer, and I forgot. 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, going on 10. I had to get out, and I was like, what the hell? So from now on, I'm going to just do the wash, let it end, dry, whatever.
Yep.
You can't unplug it. That's the problem because it was built into the wall.
Oh yeah.
So you really can't do anything.
Why are you doing your own laundry, Gogo? Come on.
Because I do it now when I'm in Jersey, so it's no big deal. The other thing is, I actually went downstairs and I said, hey, I'd like to do some laundry. How long would it take? Oh, we can get it back in 4 days. No. So I said, okay, I could do my own, which is handy because I like doing my own. And 2, or I could walk across the street or walk around and find a place. The nearest one was down Sukhumvit. It was by Soy 771 or whatever, 7. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking, that's too far to walk. And then I got to sit there and wait. No. So I just said, I'll do it in my room. I always do it in my room. And I get the test like, oh, I can live on 3 days of clothes. I can backpack like Charlie. And I did. Matter of fact, I had a backpack. And that's all I did. Yo, Toothless Tea.
Toothless Tea. How many, in your little carry-on baggage, how many sort of changes of clothing can you fit in there? Because I'm starting to think you guys are both leaning towards
I can fit 4 with all my electronics, everything 4, but I would just do 2 and plus what I'm wearing, and I'll be fine. I would be fine. There's no big deal. Because I have a pair of Nike mesh shorts. That's what I can wear every morning, every night when I walk. And a t-shirt for that. And then just a decent shirt. And I always bring a pair of jeans. I always go there and leave in jeans. I don't want to show up in shorts and check in. You always have to have some kind of good first impression. And why have the shower in Tokyo and wear shorts? Look, I have no problem with people who do that. That's their business. But me, I want to show up and look presentable. They do at that hotel. They're all like flawlessly, their hair, the nails. And I'm talking to men and women. They're all flawlessly. They take care of themselves. They care about their looks. So why shouldn't I?
Yeah, fuck that.
I was waiting for Monster to kick in on that one. Yeah,
fuck that. I like to smell like a dead dog.
Monster, do you still have to wear a suit to the office or not? Or
no. We're casual. Business casual. Yeah. I don't know. I'm it's just those days are gone. Those days are. Yeah. Well, it was easier, to be honest with you. You had your suits in your closet. You threw your suit on. It was like a uniform. Now it's like it's actually more of a pain in the ass.
It wasn't the suit that worried me; it was the ties. I hated wearing ties. Oh.
Yeah. I saw a hanging, and I never want to wear a tie again. I saw that comment on like an old movie. They're like, "Why you're in a court? Where's your tie?" He goes, "I don't wear 'em. I saw a hanging. Never wearing a tie again." I was like, "Wow." It made an impression on me, and I was a little kid, and there were no hangings. But yeah, Monster, are you like a khaki guy, like a polo shirt and long sleeve?
Yeah. I have more polo shirts than you could possibly imagine. The summertime, I wear a short sleeve. I actually got a lot of the. They're nice. They're like the material for Under Armour. I found a lot of those without a logo on it. I hate the logo. I hate the polo logo. I hate the fucking eyes on logo. I hate that shit.
Actually,
plain shirt.
Yeah, Yeah, I have the new polos, the T-shirts. The logo's on the bottom of the shirt. So if you tuck it in, you can't see the logo. And it's out.
Like
Most likely people won't see it. Yeah. And one guy, he goes, I have a polo shirt. I said, come on, bro. You got that at the market over here for $4. The polo, the horse was instead of like facing the correct direction, it was opposite. It was such a bad imitation.
Oh, it wasn't a horse; it was a buffalo or something like that.
Yeah, I would wear that as a goof. I would laugh. I would like to get some of those. That would be great.
Yeah, it was a tauntaun. It was from Star Wars tauntaun. It was so bad. And then I showed him mine. I pulled out my jeans and I said, "Look, dude, I have it here." But yeah, it was weird because a lady came up to me at Merrill Lynch and said, "You know something? I counted 62 days and you never wore the same polo shirt, same color polo shirt. I had every possible combination color. I actually, all my ties were polo ties. The hardest tie to get was a solid black tie, polo, black emblem imprinted in it. It's just how it is. You know, if you wear that now, it's like no big deal, you know.
Well, I used to, my parents had a place up in Vermont, Manchester, Vermont, and they had one of these polo outlet stores.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'd go up there every year, this time of year, New Year's, and then the week after. And I would literally buy my clothes for the year that week. Because, everything would be marked down. I'd buy, all my polo shirts, my pants.
So true.
I saw the commercial. Christmas trees, the kind that fold up, the new modern ones, 60% off. I'm thinking, time to buy it now. If you're into Christmas trees, buy it now. Look at the Christmas candy and stuff. You go in the store, it's like 90% off. Monster, were you one of those guys that Valentine's Day would wait to the day after to buy the candy?
No. I was dozen roses. That was it. Dozen roses, no candy.
Yeah, that would work. That always works.
A lot easier.
Yeah, my mother always gets the flowers on the Monday after Mother's Day, not on the Sunday.
Yeah, it's funny because what was really popular, and it still is, and it was a desperation move. Gas stations started selling roses.
Oh yeah.
And that for the guy who has everything and the guy who forgets everything. I think that was the slogan. I was like, "Wow, yo, Raider, Clive." Yeah, it's weird because I went to Bangkok and you see the misspelling words. I'm going to start buying them just for a joke, just get a reaction of people. Like I'm going to start playing basketball at Mercer County Park again, and I'm going to be wearing shirts. I'm like, look at this guy's Gucci shirt, man. What kind of Gucci is that? This is the Barry the Boss version. None of you guys have this.
It's worse when they misspell tattoos. I think that's even.
Yeah. And people don't even know.
Yeah.
They don't know they're drunk. They get a tattoo and they're like, look at this.
Didn't you tell a story the other day about a guy got a U.S. Marine Corps tattoo and he's in the Army?
Yeah, we were in basic training. We got our first, your first real pass in basic training back in the day was BRM, basic rifle marksmanship. Everybody qualified. The drill sergeants were happy because now we're going to coast through and everybody's going to graduate. So they get their little kickback with promotion, time off. So they said, you guys could go off post. But you can't go any further than where you're right. And then everything's off limit off post because dumb privates go out there and they get rolled, they get robbed, they get in fights. So you had nowhere to go. And so this guy goes in, he comes in and he goes, look at this. And I'm like, USMC. I said, you better hope none of those drill sergeants. And he goes, why, man? Look how cool this is. I said, we're in the Army. That's for the Marines. He had no clue. And that's when I thought to myself, mental note, never get a tattoo. Never, ever get a tattoo. And because of him, and at the time, the rules were you couldn't have a noticeable mark when you're in SF units. And so a tattoo was a noticeable mark.
Yeah.
Now you can have tattoos all over your body and everything. They don't care, but back then they did.
Rentelian, I know a guy that got a lion tattoo in Bangkok to remind him of Thailand.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
And the worst tattoo I think it wasn't so much that it was a bad thing. A guy, my local rec softball team, when I first started playing in Jersey in the early 90s, and looked, I'm like, is that a tattoo of Barney Rubble on your calf? He goes, yeah, man, isn't that cool? I said, no.
No.
Like, what the hell? Who gets a tattoo of Barney Rubble anywhere? And then he put it on his calf. But if you have ache, I don't want to be around you. And it's just sign of impulsivity. Look, if you have like a tiny butterfly on your shoulder and you get hided, whatever, or put a little like body makeup on it if you need be, that's one thing. But if your whole body's like all tatted up. I was watching the Ohio State game, the fiasco in Dallas, and the players, their whole legs are covered. I said, this guy must be like, he must have grown up in Southeast Asia or something, because he had all tattoos. His whole leg was covered. And I'm thinking, is this normal? Is this a new thing? Because they're all tatted up, all these guys. I guess it's the nil money they're all getting, so they can afford it.
Yeah, I stay away from women with tattoos. Never liked them.
Yeah. Nope. Everybody's like, "Oh, what are you intimidated?" Or the new one, "Are you insecure?" No, I have boundaries. I call boundaries.
Looks like shit.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the dudes that got drunk on spring break in the mid '90s that have tramp stamps. These are dudes.
Or the barbed wire around their flabby biceps.
Yeah. All my cop friends, when they worked out, they were cops. The barbed wire kind of looked cool. Mm-hmm. I still think it was stupid. And then I always remind them, I said, you can never not go to the gym. Why? Well, your barbed wire is going to look really shanky when you get old. It's like when people get a rose. And I said, women should never get a rose on their breasts. Why? We'll find out. Gravity. You go for a small rose, and it'll be a long stem rose when you hit 50. It's funny. And you're just insecure. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
I wonder at what point the bar girls started getting tattoos, because we saw those the pictures of the ones in '68 earlier today. There was not a tattoo in sight, and
there wasn't any. I didn't notice that much in the '90s either. No. I know I saw people with them. The only people who had tattoos back in the day were Navy guys, because it was a thing to them to sail around the world and show the UN, what is it, USN or whatever, or UNS or whatever, the United States Navy or USN. That was an anchor on their forearm and things like that, because they were in different ports, and of course, young guys, a fistful of dollars in a port.
Drunk.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to do that. And I get that, but then in the 2000s, it really kicked up, because it kicked in everywhere here, tramp stamp and all that.
So was it smart, like the advent of the bar girls getting their own sort of cell phones, that then the tattoos?
Yes. And then the braces, the white face, you name it. It's all tied in.
They all just copied.
Yeah, they all mimic each other because they don't know how to be themselves.
The latest trend is to be fat. That's the latest trend.
Holy cow! Oh, it's sad. It's actually sad to see. And I was in Terminal 21 in November 30th. The night I got in, I said, I'm just going to walk around Terminal 21, just relax my legs, long flight. And I could not believe, and I'm thinking, these aren't Farang's kids. These are Thai parents, not Thai Farang. And I saw in the lines that wrapped around Dairy Queen, and then in Udon, all the kids in their little school clothes. It was the whole. I don't know if Monster's not been there, but exit. If you remember Central Plaza, McDonald's is the first one you walk in to the right. Down from is KFC. Those lines went all wrapped. If it was, I couldn't believe it. They're all Thai kids. There can't be that many Farang there.
So I'm blaming the American corporate America for the advent of fat women in Thailand and tattoos. That's it. That's what we're going to blame. And,
Fucking Americans.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right, Rantillion. Yeah, people just. The cool thing is the Thai cops. None of them have tattoos.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the last 3 trips, they sought me out and they were like, "Yo, what's up?" They were like, "Hey, where are you going?" And I was like, "Are they just fishing?" Yeah, let me play a little bit with them. And they weren't. They were just like, "Cool." Matter of fact, they were like, one guy looked at his watch. He goes, 1 hour. I go back, I eat, I rest, I shower, and I go to Soi Farang. I was joking, I go Soi Farang, and then I told him, he was like, "Yeah, I go. We have beer. You see us, come have beer with us." They were all cool. Udon cops are cool. They'll pull the local ties over, and all you have to do is say, "Hey, I didn't have my helmet on because I'm poor." They'll let you go. But a Farang, I didn't have my helmet on because I'm poor. Double, I'll be a fine double. Yeah. I saw a cool T-shirt. It said, Mai Tai instructor. Touch me in your first, what was it? The first, oh my God. Oh, first lesson is free. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. I like that T-shirt. I remember they told us, they said, "Listen, don't go in any of these bars with rings and stuff because, they're, let the Navy guys go in there and do stupid things." And then that's pretty much true. And like when Ron, he went in and with Ning and Ben, and they watched the Mai Tai matches, and you knew the outcomes before you went in. I was watching them in the airport, in Udon Airport, waiting, and I picked 100% the winner. And
based off of what?
And here's what it was based off of. Who sucked up, how they go on the ground, they had their little ritual before they do it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever had the big, colorful rituals and did a little bit longer and was a little more intense won. Because the records were like 58, 38, 42, 17. And one guy was like 48-3, and the other guy had like 40 losses. And I just said, this is where the sucker bet comes in. And sure enough, the guy with all those losses just annihilated this guy. So good. Yeah, it's weird because
have you been to the Lumpini Stadium where they do the Thai boxing, or the Muay Thai in Bangkok?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So some heavy betting goes on there.
Absolutely. You remember the scene in Rambo, the third version? Remember when he went to Afghanistan? Well, Trotman was looking for him, and Rambo was fighting in Thailand and betting. I saw that. People fighting, and I remember, and it was always Thai versus Thai. It was no like Rambo there or anything. Yeah. And cockfights. They had cockfights back then too.
They filmed that in Chiang Mai. The producer of Rambo 3 or whatever it was bought the bar that I watched the Super Bowl at. He owned it for about 10 years, and then he sold it. Yeah, they had a picture of Sylvester Stallone in there. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yep, that's I forget the name of the road there in Chiang Mai. It's the party area, the Monger area.
I remember you saying that's the safest area to ride a motorcycle or a scooter. Is that what you said? One of your streams? I remember you were talking about.
Yeah, I mean Chiang Mai. Yeah, I mean that whole area there it was pretty easy. I mean it was certainly nothing like Bangkok, but that's
Bangkok's
Chiang Mai was nice. I enjoyed it. Yep.
Yeah, everything's blue versus red. Stouts, everything.
Lao Krau, yeah, that's that road there. They have the beer bar there, and they do the Muay Thai fighting there. They have a ring there. Yep. I stayed there for a couple of days.
I was actually going to get a car or a motorcycle, but what I would do it. Everybody said, "Oh, you should try like Udon to Bangkok." I said, "No, do Bangkok early in the morning when no traffic, and drive straight to Udon. It's Route 2. I looked up, I mapped it out. I said it's like 7 hours. I said this is like driving from Jersey to Ohio." And I said, that might be cool because Lotto that's what he's going to do. He gets there. He's going to find a little place in Bangkok. He's going to get, his international license. He's going to do all that. I think it's easier for Brits. You just go to the post office in Britain, I believe, and it is all taken care of. Here, we got to go through like the internet and all this other stuff.
You go AAA. AAA, you'll be able to get it.
Yeah.
Mm. So to get from Bangkok up to Udon Thani, you go from that's at Route 304. Then you got onto Route 2, don't you? So
yes.
What would that be? 7.5? Oh.
Yeah, it's 7 hours. It was 7 hours on the map, and I'm like, that'd be cool. Do that. You just have to make sure you have one place you can stop for fuel.
Yeah.
What's the fascination with Udon? I mean, I don't know. It just seems like
it's a lovely little town.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
compact.
It's like yeah. It's nothing. It's not some super secret special place, but it's a break from the hustle and bustle in Bangkok, and pretty much what you want in Bangkok, you can almost get in Udon.
Sure.
It's good. If people don't go now, they're not going to see what we're talking about, because all the universities, they're producing all these graduates. So Udon's going to have to find jobs for them. So they're going to change from what they're now to more of like an office, a white collar type environment. And then all the prices are going to start creeping up towards Bangkok prices. It's just how it is. Town's going to grow.
So it
already has 1 million people in it.
So that street, that street that runs parallel to where Udi Town is, where the night market area is, that's where that'll happen. Probably on the opposite side of the road of where Udi Town is, they'll start to build office blocks. And you're right.
Yes.
The cheap rent of the office buildings will then attract Bangkok businesses, and they'll have regional offices, and that'll be up there, and I get all the graduates. They'll get all the graduates cheaply. Their first job.
Everybody, all the Thais, they're all going to either a technical college, real college. I couldn't believe how many universities they had, like 13 of them, different types of schools, and I'm like, and then that's when I looked it up. I said, oh, I thought it was like, okay, it's a large town population wise. They have 1 million people, so they have the people for this. And I talked to one of the guys at the hotel, and he was telling me that Udon changes like often. It's never the same. And I guess for the Thais, it's really not. And the area with the circle in the center of Udon?
Yep.
That area, they're talking about wiping most of those old buildings out.
Yeah, well, they're
building up. They're going to have apartments, and then they're like we're monsters. They're going to have apartments. They're going to have businesses around there, and you'll have a coffee shop, but they're going to have actually business offices in that area. That would be a perfect place for it.
Absolutely. Because the population, what do you reckon it'd be there? Would be 500,000 up there?
Oh yeah. Oh, easy.
Yeah, with the uni students.
All the kids, everybody, and if you go to the high tech area, all those kids are college students, 90% at least.
Yep.
You go down Soy Ladyboy, where all the like spas for nails and hair and all that goes right into the university, and it's just everywhere you go. There's like a school. Yeah. I could not believe how many schools I was bouncing from one to the other, just driving around. I'm like, no, this is cool. Yeah. It's good for them. Khon Kaen, it's supposed to happen for them too, but it's not. It'll be years before it happens for them, because their schools, their specialty for if you're going to get in the medical field, you're going to get into business and anything else. Khon Kaen's not the place to go. Bangkok is the place for that. I learned all this on my last trip. People were like, no, you don't want to go to Khon Kaen because that's for medical. You got to go here. And all these people I'm talking to, they're all going to be like working on their MBAs. They don't like Franks. They hate Americans. And I'm thinking, why are you talking to me? Because I don't party. I don't do what everybody else does. I don't lie to them. They're like are you sure you're really from New York? I said, no, I'm from New Jersey, but I just tell you New York because you don't know New Jersey,
Keep it simple.
So I just say it's simple. It's New York. It's like somebody who's from, let's say you're from Plano. You tell them Dallas because they didn't heard Plano. But yeah, that's just how the world works over there. And they were stunned. They were like, oh, you're actually pretty cool. You have any friends that are cool? I go, yeah, I have a couple. I'm supposed to meet up with one. Everything leads back to December 6th. 7th was infamy. Yeah. 6th was infamous.
Oh, Jesus. Sean the prawn, or no, Sean the sheep. He told me you were going to be late as well. So,
yeah. And then the driver who took me on these back roads, I went over these railroad tracks. I never, ever went over a railroad track getting from the airport to Terminal 21 area. Ever. This guy said, don't worry, I'll get you where you got to go. I said, all right. And then he turns down these back roads, and I see these shady characters, and I'm thinking, I'm going to either end up dead or in jail. Well, at least it'd be pretty cool telling people, where are you? Well, I'm in the prison and BKK jail. But Rory, but yeah, he went the back way and he took me to that. What is it? Thong Lo. Yeah. And you're right. It is a little like hip type place.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of Japanese.
A huge amount of Japanese community live around there, and a huge amount of Japanese restaurants too.
Yes. I at the Grand Point. What's it? I forgot what it's called. That's the Grand Point. I stayed there. I walked out and it was like I was in Little Tokyo almost. Everything, all Japanese, everything. And you're right. It was a little. I said that is good for like a one night stay, just to hang out, walk around, and then go back to Terminal 21 for the remainder of the stays.
It's got a lot of nightclubs. It's like a high-so area. So
yeah. I was in the room and I pointed to across the street. It was a hotel, restaurant, diner, bar type thing, and it was all Japanese.
Yep.
And then I walked downstairs, and when people were like "Sawadi Krap," I was saying "Konnichiwa." And they were all looking at me like, "What's wrong with this guy?" I did that because it wasn't me this time. Usually I probably the guilty party, but it was the front desk there. I said, yeah, I want to check in. I showed them all my stuff. Then they said, you got to have a credit card. I gave it. It had a chip in it. Oh, we don't take this. I said, okay, I paid for the room, so I'm going to be staying here. But how do what do you want? They said 1,000 baht deposit. I said, oh, that's cool. Easy.
That's what I did the entire trip. I didn't never at any of the hotels I stayed at. I just gave them cash deposit. Fuck giving them a card. Fuck that.
Yeah, and it was weird because they wouldn't take it, and I said, okay, whatever. And then they said hotel doesn't take it. I'm like, wait a minute, this is the Grand Center Point. You're all related. And one takes it, one doesn't, and the ATM didn't take it, so I had to go to Terminal 21, and that hotel takes it. I was like, "This is something going on here," but you know what? They have a reason for not doing it. They have a reason.
What's that?
I don't know.
I have no idea, but they have a reason. it's a hidden.
5 or 6 years ago, they used to get your credit card and they'd put on, a significant charge, like $100 or something like that, as that sort of, in case you don't steal anything from the the room. And it was a bit of a scam. And that seems to have died out now.
Yeah. It's weird. It's the first place I ever been in Bangkok. I've been to other places in Thailand, but Bangkok didn't take Amex. And it wasn't that they didn't take Amex, they didn't take the chip.
Amex is certainly not taken in a lot of places here in Australia anymore.
Yeah.
Can't just, I don't understand. Why would they, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me because it's still information. Yeah. I mean, you don't need to use the chip. You can use the card information.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's Thailand.
Yeah.
Think about it. You're talking. Yeah. The person is told, "Listen." I'll give you an example. This is the mentality. Like, you went through it. You remember you were trying to get money, and she wouldn't take as there was a space in the passport. Yep. Well, I can't take because I told not take. Mm-hmm. She doesn't know that. Oh, let me look at. Oh, this has nothing to do with your name. It's just the space there. Eventually you got her to give in, but they're just straight up. It's like you're walking by a pond, the kid's drowning, and the sign reads "No swimming." Mm-hmm. And they say, "What happened?" Well, I can't go in because the sign reads "No swimming." They don't know any better. They're just so stuck on that straight line, and I don't blame them, because knowing Thailand, they probably get charged for that. But yeah, they told me the reason it was chip. It has a chip. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then they said, well, put 1,000. I should have said I put 100 baht.
I wish Sean the Sheep. The room was in my name. He told the story about I just left 2,000 baht. When he was leaving, they were going to give him the 2,000 baht. He should have taken it. That would have been fucking hysterical. That would have been classic. I told him, dude, you should have done it. Would have been a great story.
Yeah. Yep.
It's weird. When I got back from Japan, I went to use my cards, and at a 7-Eleven, I had to. They wanted my zip code. It's the first time it's ever happened. I don't know why. It's bizarre, but it happened on three of my cards. Each time I used them, it didn't go through. The person actually had to put in my zip code, and I don't know. It's just I don't know what the hell that was. Maybe something triggered based off the fact that I was overseas.
Yeah,
I mean, it worked, but it was new.
Yeah, my bank. I don't even have to contact them. They have it built in now. They know, like, we have security now where you could go anywhere. You don't have to call us anymore. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Yeah, but maybe, like you said, either they're just trying to make sure who you are because of that.
And extra validation. Also online transactions. I bought a Christmas gift for my niece, and I had to go through the same bullshit, So I don't know.
Did you buy any cough syrup or anything?
No cough syrup.
Because they always tell me here in Mercer, they're like, "What's your zip code?" And it used to be because you get a different tax per different town, but now I just said zip code to buy cough syrup, and they said, "Oh, because of people's age and stuff." And I'm like, "What's my age and zip code? Where's the correlation there?"
Well, they can make meth from it. That's the other thing. They started tracking that because people were buying it up. They were using it to make meth.
Sort of like when we were teens and we would go on Halloween night and buy 40 cases of eggs.
Eggs, yeah, exactly. Yep.
We used to go to the convenience stores and limit one per household.
Toilet paper, eggs. Yep.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it was called Mr. Donut, and it's like some weird donut shop. It had no affiliation to the Mr. Donuts that you know of. And in their bathroom, they had like a little cupboard, and it had like 50 rolls of toilet paper. Mm-hmm. So, what we used to do, and I don't know why I was ahead of the curve, but like I would start going in July, and I would take one, and then go back a week later, take two, next day take three. But I got lazy, and I just went in there, took 40. Like those big hockey bags for your equipment. My buddy played hockey. We just filled it up and just left. And I'll take one donut. remember David Lee Roth? I'll take one donut, and he looked sideways, both sides, to go.
No,
I used to do that.
A glazed donut and a bottle of anything to go. I remember that.
Yeah, I used to. That's where I got these ideas. I said, I'm going to go in there. It wasn't a good thing to have MTV out in the cornfields. It was better. It was better off. It was better off me just like tipping cows.
Well, on Mischief Night or Goosey Night, as we called it in New Jersey, I don't know. We had the one crazy kid that would always do the most disgusting thing, and that was basically he'd shit in a bag, in like a lunch bag, and light it on fire, and then ring the doorbell, and the guy the person would come out and obviously stamp it out, and yes, he's stepping on human feces.
Yeah.
That was John. That was his thing. John was a little bit crazy.
Yeah, we had a John hit, but his name was Christopher. He's now the late Christopher. Some weird. His whole body was filled with ulcers. He was in a nursing home since he was 25. But he used to light a plate on fire with dog manure on it. He would just go around and find all the dog. He would pile it up. It would look like a huge pile, and guys would open the door and look, and they're like, "Oh, God damn that Christopher." Because he was slow, so they wouldn't get him in trouble. And then one guy came over. He was new to the neighborhood, and he banged on the guy's door, and he's like, "You fucking retarded kid!" And before he even said anything, his father decked him, and then just closed the door and turned the light off. Yeah, the guy was laid out in the front lawn. His father was a merchant marine in the Navy, did Iwo Jima, and he was in, I think it was the Battle of the Bulge or one of those battles. And he did like 3 or 4 years and one with Navy, one with merchant marine, and one with the Army. It was unbelievable. And he was a multi-CIB winner, and this guy didn't take crap from anybody. Nicest guy on the planet till you crossed him. And he just opened the door, bam. And I remember I was sitting on the front porch, and I said, he just decked him.
And shutting the door.
Thinking, this guy's out. 1, 2, 8, 9, 10. He's out. The guy's laid out in the front yard. He just shut the door, closed the light like nothing happened. Went back to watching Hogan's Heroes or something.
Well, Capio last night was talking about like certain areas of the world where it's like, you threaten someone, blah, blah, blah. Usually the stuff that we dealt with, at least where, in Jersey, it was never, I'm going to kick your ass. It was, you got punched in the face. That's how it worked. Yeah. It was never, I'm going to get you. It's no talk. It's, if it was serious, you're going to get punched in the face, or someone's going to try to punch you in the face.
Yeah, and the best thing to do in that situation is be the guy who throws the first punch.
Exactly. Yep.
That's just how it is. That's the code of the streets. A lot of kids today, they don't know that. And you knew the guy couldn't fight and was scared when he said, I'm going to clean your clock. I'm going to claw him. You knew the guy never was in a fight, even on a playground when guys doing that. And it just like this guy, everybody knew. Even girls knew guys were never in a fight when they were doing stuff like that. Like Mike Tyson on the airplane. Guys started talking shit. Tyson just got up and decked him. People don't understand it. It's just the streets are a little bit different. You're not in a gym, and I actually saw this at one of the gyms in Thailand. It was years ago. There was a Filipino woman. She was a world champ in some kind of level, like in the ring. In the ring, she fucked everybody up. Yeah. She said something to a Thai woman's husband. The Thai woman hit her with a round kick, hit her in the temple. She was out before she hit the ground. She woke up and she goes, "What happened?" I go, "You lost your belt." That's exactly what. That's what I didn't say that to her because I didn't know her, but I was thinking, "You lost your belt," And they're like, "Oh," and then to her credit, she went over and she apologized to the guy and the woman. It's different. You're in the ring. She's fucking that woman up out on the streets. You're not ready for it. I don't care who you are. You're getting fucked up.
That was the thing they were talking about, street fighting with like wrestling and the MMA stuff. And it's one thing, stand up, you're fighting, throwing punches. MMA, I mean, you're wrestling, but you're susceptible to
my buddy just got out of prison. He did 3 years. He did all of COVID. He was in prison in Pennsylvania. Somebody jumped him, and they were wrestling on the ground, and he pulled out a long screwdriver out of his sock and stabbed the guy.
Oh, Jesus! No, but I'm talking about like people watching. Yeah. Like your friends are watching, you're about ready to choke out some guy's friend, and I saw it actually back in the day down at the Jersey Shore. I was at late night, after all the bars closed, there was a Quick Check that was always open, and that was a place that people would go get their food if they weren't going to the diner. And I can guarantee every Friday and Saturday night there were fights there. I saw more kids fighting, and then the guy would be winning. He'd be on top of him, and all of a sudden, boom! Someone with a boot would come and just fucking kick him in the ribs or kick him in the face. But I don't know what brought up this topic of conversation, but basically, I mean, going down on the ground is not always the best thing when it comes to street fighting.
No, because you're at the mercy of whatever. Like my friend, his street name is Duke. I don't know his real name. I just know him as Duke. And I asked, he walked in the casino one day. I go, "Yo, Duke, where you been? Where's your beard?" He goes, "Oh, I was on vacation."
Monster,
I said, vacation?
Were there any fights in hockey that weren't just stand up, man on man, throwing the punches with the gloves off? Did they ever get down onto the ice?
No, as soon as a linesman or an official, basically, as soon as they're on the ground, you go in. Like at the higher levels, they let them, as long as they're standing up and throwing punches, you let them go. But as soon as anything goes down on the ground, your responsibility is to get in there and break it up. That's kind of the unwritten rule.
Still the only sport that I know they kept a stat for how many fights a player has had during the season.
Schultz. Was it Dave Schultz or was it Schultz? Barber, Schultz, the Broad Street Bully guys who, I think it was Barber or Schultz or whoever. He was the guy who invented, you take your left arm and you put it across his chest and hold his left side and then punch over the top. He came up with that move in hockey. And it started on the Soviets. Remember when the Flyers were the only ones to beat the Soviets when they had that interchange?
Beat the shit out of them. Yep. Sammy, what's up,
we're not coming back here. Yeah. Yo, Sammy Chavez.
From Philippines. She did a stream with another Filipina. She met up with remember the girl that used to go on Pick Bosses, the really sweet girl. I forget her name.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about.
I saw Sammy met up with her. Just hanging out together. There's been a lot of another strange one that I saw. The girl from Thailand. She does all like I don't know. She's like really big. She's Miss Pattaya, whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about? She has a channel.
Yeah, I do.
What's her name?
I
Do
don't know.
you remember? John.
I remember her name.
Yeah, John.
Mai, is it? Is that her name?
I don't know. But she has a couple hundred, over 100,000 subscribers, and. What's her name? Did a collaboration with her, John 55's girlfriend, the one on OnlyFans. What's her name? Ben's, yeah, Ben's on Toast. Yeah, they did a collaboration.
Yeah, see, I don't watch any of that. That's why I don't know. The only one I know over there is a Twitch, and she's a French Thai combination. Her dad's French and her mom's Thai. And she always has her dad on the streams. He comes over from France when they visit, and very, very overprotected by the channel. Ben Newton ran into her, so did Ricky, and they were like, "Oh, he's a molester. Don't go near these guys." I'm like, "They don't know these guys from Adam." Yeah.
Sammy, I forget her name. You were on your motorbike. You met her in the village, and you drove away on your motorbike. I forget her name. Celestial something or other. I think her name is.
Oh, I know the one. Yeah.
She's got like 10 kids. She's got a shitload of kids. She's a sweetheart. I think she worked over in Saudi Arabia for a while. She's got to hook up. She got to find a guy like Honeyco has. Get out of that racket. Honeyco's
into a harem.
She's all over. Yeah, no. That guy gave up the other girl, I think.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she's been
desperation. Desperation.
Oh, dude, she got to travel. She's on Bangkok. She saw Pattaya. She's been all over the place. She's in Vietnam now.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
The countries of Southeast Asia, they have that agreement. They should all go. All the people I was around in Bangkok, they go to Vietnam every other weekend. They go to Singapore. To Singapore, they had 8 people for one room because they didn't know it was expensive.
She blocked you, Sammy. Uh-oh. Not good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I used to troll the shit out of Sammy. Big time.
To Bella Babe. I wonder what happened to her.
She's still probably working in North Dakota or South Dakota, wherever the fuck she was.
It was North Dakota, but I found I was one day, Ron was on the stream and she was yelling at Ron, and I said, Ron, you shouldn't go on these streams drunk. That's all I said. She attacked me, but she made a fatal mistake. She had a zip code on a letter, and I recognized it was Fort Bragg. I was like, so I did a little searching. You'd be surprised what she pulled off down there on these dudes.
Yeah,
she
I'm not surprised.
You got all these old guys that give her money. One got married to her. It was like the typical. If people knew, they wouldn't have anything to do with her. And I think I never said anything till now because it never bothered me from that point on.
Hey, she played the game.
Yeah, and like the losers fall for it, you know.
I haven't seen her since she was on Jeff's streams. That's going back when the start of the trucker things. So back a long time.
Park Trucks, number one.
Very true.
Yeah, it's weird because like I think the last time anywhere, and I have the clip, and I'm looking for it right now. It was Pig Boss. And I think it's under Pig Boss and not Bella. Pig Boss. Okay, here. This was the last we saw or heard from Bella.
No. Don't talk about. Do I get it up? Listen. You play hard to get in a buyer's market. You're done. I win.
That was it. That was the last of Bella. As soon as she opened her mouth, it was over. As soon as she opened her mouth, that voice was off.
Seven annihilated her too that one time. Seven fucking did not like her one bit. Crazy.
Yeah, I get why people. That was weird. The Philippine and Thai genre overlapped, and I blame Monster.
Monster's to blame.
I do blame. No. Remember what Ricky said? Ricky said Monster's the director of the genre. Remember he said, Monster, get your act together. You're the director. What's wrong with you? Pig Boss is attacking Go-Go. What's going on in New Jersey? I actually have that soundbite somewhere. It was funny. But Monster introduced Ricky, a.k.a. Fat Slob Vlog, to Pig Boss, and he had him on the stream. Right after
that. Me?
Yes,
I did that
was you. Yeah, you asked him. He said, "Hey, do you mind if Slav Vlog goes on the panel, Pig Boss?" Yeah, go ahead. And the rest is history.
Jesus!
Ricky's officially a Philippine immigrant.
Banksy is the one that started it all, though. Banksy was the guy that started all the Philippine stuff because he wanted to get monetized, or he wanted over 1,000 subs. So he's doing
it. And Thailand Mick, because one day I was in one of those channels because they had these games like you guess. I'm thinking of a number. What's the number? And like they'll have like 1,700,633, something like that. It would be like 1 to 30, something that you kind of have the odds to guess, and process of deduction you can get it. And I was in there. And Banksy was not Banksy, but Thailand Mick was in there. And you know how those streams, everybody gets a mod and so they can like drop their links.
Yep.
And Thailand Mick was in there dropping links. And I was like, what the hell? What is this?
Needed those subs.
And for a joke, I dropped my link. And that day I had like 500 people on like commenting on my video. And Pig Boss was like, why are these people talking? What's this language? Are they Filipino? What the hell? That was funny. Pig Boss is like, I went to Go-Go site and he had 500 comments on a video and they were all Filipino.
That's funny.
And I was like, oh my God. Look, I get it. Everybody did the drop your link so everybody get monetized. It's funny because like you have people at 17,000 subs and they have 3 people viewing their videos to this day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I feel bad for them because, you know, that like $20 extra, or I guess it's $100. You got to make 100 or you don't get paid or whatever per month. That's a lot of money to a lot of people. So
Wait, what is it? You got to make if you don't make $100 a month.
Yeah, I think it's $100 in ad revenue. Then
Really?
they don't pay you. Yeah, something like that.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Well, they told me in no uncertain terms, we revoked your monetization. I have it all listed. It was funny. They said, and then I said, well, what did I do? What did I do? And they said, well, we had our automated and humans review your content. And it was funny. They said it was harmful and something to, like, it was harmful, mentally harmful or something. Because I asked them, how is it harmful? They said not physically harmful. It was mentally harmful. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they said, well, you can always appeal this, or what you can do is start over. You already have the 1,000 subs, and I had 6 watch hours. They took away my 4,000 hours, said start over. A week later, I had the Florida-Utah game, and I had 30,000 watch hours that day.
That's insane.
They were probably thinking, what the hell? What's going on with this guy? And I always seem to like win out on that when against YouTube. And I don't care. I locked it. I said, whatever. For a joke, I did it. I had a live stream and I activated ads, and I put an ad every like 17, 18 seconds.
Shit. Kelly Caldwell. That's a Kelly Caldwell stream.
Yeah, Pig Boss is like, that cunt Gogo's got ads. He doesn't just have ads. He has them every 17 seconds. People are like, I had to watch like 12 ads to get to the boring stream.
Yes, that's funny. I like that.
Trolling. Gotta love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because like when you're relaxed, whatever you do and you're relaxed, you're always better. Like if you're gambling, you're relaxed. You're playing sports, you're relaxed. You're just sitting there, you're relaxed, and you're taking a test. Everything is better. I'm in that mode. I'm in that relaxed mode, and I can do anything because like we don't care about our channels. I think Exit cares about his channel, but not to the point where like I'm going to save it at all costs type thing. But like Monster and I, we're like, we can lose our channel, no big deal.
Start a new one.
Yeah, that's what one day I had 11,000 subs, and I said, I'm going to do something and throw people a curveball. I deleted my channel. I just deleted it.
My previous
people like,
go ahead.
Go ahead, Exit.
I was going to say, I deleted my previous one. I said, when I got to 100 subs, I'd delete the channel. So I did. So then I had to start it again.
Yeah, it's funny because like people are like, I think AP's the guy that does this. They take like him subscribing to a channel is religion. It's like, okay, I'm losing my virginity. This is going to be the channel I sub to, that type of thing. And when people are like, I'm subbing, I'm like, so. And one time, Jeff Lepard he was on the panel with me, and we're just talking. And some Filipina from Kentucky said, "You guys are not on camera. I'm unsubbing." I said, "Oh, hey, don't let the door hit you on the way out. See ya." And Jeff, he's like, "What the hell? No, you want to keep your subs because of him. It's a business. I get why he's doing, but he was stunned. I did that. I was like, I don't care. Bye. See ya. I don't care. And then I started making videos about China and the CCP, and all of a sudden I went like 1,000, 3,000. And one video was like going crazy, and then YouTube, you are violating our policies. I go, no, I'm just posting what's on the news.
That was a great song, by the way. I remember that song with that video. Forget how it went. It was good, though. Remember you had a song behind it? It was like a chant. Yep.
Bring it on and I will fight to the end. and just watch and see. It's all.
Yep, that was it.
People have no clue about the Milk Tea Alliance with Hong Kong, Thailand, Malaysia, all over Southeast Asia. And you always hear people, "Oh, I'm for them." I go, "Let's go march in the march and protest." "Oh, no, I can't do that. This is Thailand. You don't want to do that." I said, "So you're for freedom, but you want everybody else to do the hard part." I said, "Oh, so you're the guy who stands at the finish line and waits for somebody else to finish to take credit." Okay, yeah. The guy looking at me, he doesn't know me from Adam. And I don't care one way or the other, but I like putting people on the spot like that.
What's up, Tuna? Hopefully you're having fun. I think he's in Brazil now.
He is.
Yes.
I think he said it's the first time he's been there at this time of year. So
nice. I gotta try Brazil.
Yo, Tuna, that Filipina from Kentucky that I said, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Yeah. It just dawned on me. That might be the daughter of my friend Leo, a Filipino who was a TSAN third country national in Saudi Arabia. He had 2 sons and a daughter. He was from Kentucky. Well, his family. He never was there. He sent money home every day to Kentucky. And I gave him a pair of Nike shoes because they were too small for me, and he sent them home to his son. And he was the pool guy. He cleaned all the pools and all that. And that, it could have been his daughter. I told that to. I don't know. I hope it's not because
you never know who's watching.
Guy. Exactly.
Right. Exactly right. The reason to run
Big Kahuna. Yeah, it's weird because all the Thais that I came across in Saudi Arabia were dickheads. They were dicks. They knew that they can get away with a little bit more than everybody else because, they were only the Moroccans and the Egyptians had it better for obvious reasons. The Filipinos, the Sudanese, all the people from Malaysia, they all got treated like garbage. And I used to go to the case bands and I would go and get these long tubes of, it would be called Spam for people who know Spam, but it was just military issue Spam. And I would give it to these guys. And these guys were eating rice, nothing else, rice and tomatoes. So I went up to the Thai guy and I said, "Hey, you want this?" And he looked at me and he just pulled out this large knife. And the first thing that went through my mind was like, "You call that a knife?" It was the guy from Australia. What was his name? Crocodile Dundee.
Yep.
And the next thing that went through my mind was Indiana Jones when they were guys doing all this stuff with swords, and he just pulls out a pistol and shoots the guy. I pointed my AR at him. The guy just looked at me, and I was like, "Yeah, your life's nothing, bro. I'm trying to be nice to you." And then another guy who Filipino spoke Thai, and he told him, and so we're cool. Well, I came back, and this guy ate my dog. I found a puppy out in the desert, and I brought him back. And my Egyptian friend wanted him. And he said, "Can I have him?" I said, "Yeah, I can't take him back. I'm not taking him back." And so we brought him out, and I got back, and he was bragging that he ate the dog. So big mistake. Let's just say this guy's jaw was displaced. And nobody on the planet saw anything. Dude, laid out. I'm
going to jump off because I want to wake up and watch the bowl games. So I need some sleep.
I think I'm going to head out too. I got to do a few things before noon. So you guys.
Okay, Monster.
Have a good one, guys.
Thanks for coming on. Thanks for popping on. Exit.
Later, guys.
Clive, see the influence on people. You come on the streams, the numbers go down, the people on the panel take off.
We've been waiting for this time.
Yo, Dave the Dasher. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Fucking hell, it was like a bloody mass exodus, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was
Thailand's exited.
You have that. You seem to have that effect on people, Clive.
How's that aura?
Who's worse, you or Shaun the Sheep?
Yeah. Christ almighty. They couldn't wait to get off, could they? It's disgusting.
Actually, it's pretty late. You know, the bowl games are coming on soon, and Exit has to get some stuff done, and the bowl games don't come out for another 3 hours. So it's going to be really late for him.
Are they? Oh, wait. Oh, right. Yeah. Internet Monsters in Thailand, yeah? Am I right?
No, he's in New Jersey.
Oh, he's back there. Oh, he's back. Yeah. He went back the same time he went back, yeah?
Yeah, he went back a day or two before me, or actually after me. After me. No. Yeah, about after me. He was after me.
Oh, yeah. That's right, yeah. Oh, so it's going to be, yeah, I've got, you know. So was it? Almost 9 o'clock there, yeah?
2 more minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the quarter.
Yeah. It's crap, isn't it? When the blooming clocks go back, it's miserable, isn't it?
March 10th. March 10th, the clocks turn back.
Yeah. No, forward.
Yeah, they go forward.
Yeah. Spring forward, fall back.
What I meant by back to normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I should have said forward because it's confusing if you say back because that would be fall.
Yeah. So
don't believe everything you hear.
What time does it get? What time does it get dark there? Like 4:30,
4:45, 4:50.
It's
5. But every day after December 21st, there's 1 minute longer of daylight.
Yeah, it's the solstice, isn't it? The winter solstice.
Yeah. And then when you get the summer, June 21st, every day after that, it's a minute less sunlight. And that was a science project I had when I was in 3rd grade. I had to figure out something no one else in the class knew. And then I got accused of my dad helping me. And unfortunately for them, my dad was dead then.
Yeah. You ever been to Stonehenge?
Yes, and I've been to Woodhenge. Been to the Woodhenge. Yeah.
You've been over to England then?
Yes, and I've been to Hadrian's Wall.
Fair play to you. Fair play.
And I've been to all these castles all over Europe, and it's weird because like when I go places, I take the opportunity to see things from history side.
Yeah.
And all my friends, I get it. They're young guys away from home. They just wanted to be in the pubs. They went to the pubs. I went to these other places.
You didn't do what all the other American tourists do and just go to London and see Buckingham Palace.
Yeah, and ride on a double-decker red bus.
Oh no! Canon Camry, yeah, Canon Camry with the Canon strap, like you're hanging down from your neck, yeah.
I actually, I trained with the SAS, and we did some hot air balloon stuff. We went over East Liverpool, and I said, hey, that's where the Beatles are from. And then I got a lesson on all the Beatles and.
Well, I'm not going to.
I was in East Berlin, Kel, in 1987. I was in East Berlin.
So you've been? Have you been to Hereford?
No, I've never been where you live.
Yeah. Well, that's where the staff are based. Yeah. That's
Blarney Stone. Is that what's the place that you are laying on your back and your feet are being held and you lean backwards for luck? Is that the Blarney Stone area?
The fuck?
Yeah. I remember seeing that. All these people are like, "Oh, this is for luck," and they're laying on their back upside down almost. And I'm like, "No, that's stupid." But
I haven't seen that.
The only place I didn't really like was Amsterdam, but it's not for me. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't monger.
Yeah, you need to be gay and smoke to go to Amsterdam.
Yeah. I in Germany, I like Cologne, Bonn, that area.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, my first, I was going to say taste, that's probably not a good way to say about Amsterdam. My first experience of Amsterdam is walking over, they have these like little humpback bridge things like that go over canals. And we were following, me and
Dave.
a girl that, I was with like, bloody hell, probably 25 years ago now. We were following these leather trousered men, like, and they were both holding hands, and we were like, "What the fuck?" That's my first experience of seeing proper gays. And I was like, "This is, yeah." But anyway, I'm from the countryside, so you don't see, you never used to see that sort of thing. You do now, like, But it's quite amusing.
Yeah, I get kicked out of Paris, or as they call it, Paris. I got kicked out of Paris. They had these public restrooms where men had the front of it and women had the back, and women had to walk through where the men were in. And they had these walls with they had walls with holes in them with water dripping down, and you piss on the wall. And some old lady was walking in, and I signed her shoes. And so she ran out and told on me, and I got kicked out. You have to leave.
The only thing I liked about France was the countryside.
Yeah, Nice, Champagne, Lyon. I guess it's called Lyon, but I call it Lyons. All those areas, I've been all over there. Yeah, I've been all over those areas. Much better. Paris is just one of those things. I don't know why, but my brother spends his birthdays in Paris every year, and this year he said he may change that up because
apparently,
it's a ghetto now.
Apparently, Lyon is that's a bit of a ghetto as well, man.
Yeah, everything.
It's been taken over by North Africans, basically.
Oh, the whole Europe is like that. Well, not the eastern parts, Central and West Europe. Italy's like that. I'll be there. I'll be there in May.
But there's murder anybody that's foreign around the eastern parts, isn't there?
Yeah, and it's weird. Gaddafi was overthrown because they had to get rid of him because he promised clean water, education to everybody, K through 12, boys and girls. He was sharing water. He was sharing roads, and he did away with his nukes. So they had to get rid of him. And from that point on, they used Libya for a reason to bring the NGOs to bring all these people seeking asylum over to Europe and the United States.
Yeah, Libya.
As a people, we all let it happen. We didn't do anything about it. That's why I always hear people, pull that gun on my cold dead hands. Well, that's what's going to happen to you, bro, because nobody's going to fight.
It wasn't the Sass's best point as well. The best highlight of.
Of course not.
No, because didn't they go into some farmyard or something in Libya or something like that? They thought that's where that was.
They went in Benghazi.
Yeah, one of the guys got caught in a rope or something, coming down in a rope, or also, and one of the helicopters sort of crashed as well, didn't it, into a farmyard or something like that? I don't know.
They were left to die by our governments.
Yeah.
Yeah, too many French people in France. That's the problem. France would be cool if they didn't have so many French people.
Right. I stopped with a woman I met on Facebook. Funnily enough, I meet all of them on Facebook on Messenger, and I went to stay with her for 6 months in Béziers, and it was a nice. It wasn't a bad town. Like, you had the Muslim part of Béziers is actually nicer than the French part. It's the old town, Béziers.
I saw Europe in '87.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I remember Europe, all of Europe like. Yo, Bill West, Kel.
They were all French. Then. Yeah.
Exactly, Bill West. But went to Brussels, and we were. I actually was picked to go sit and hear some lectures in Brussels at the university. Everybody else got to go to the clubs. They knew I didn't care, so they sent me.
You were more of a SWAT. You were more of a SWAT like when you were younger. You were more into more intellectual stuff than going and getting pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't drink, so what's the sense of being in a bar?
Yeah. No. Seriously, I'm drinking now, and it's fucking like 2:00.
What? Why? You got a late start today?
No, I can work when I want. So I mean, it's Christmas, so I went into work yesterday for a few hours.
Yeah.
Well, 3 hours, and I'll go in probably tomorrow, maybe New Year's Day. I mean, there's no point. I can't see much of a point in celebrating New Year's Eve. I watch all the fireworks and all that from say Sydney onwards.
Yeah.
New York always puts on a good show, doesn't it? You know, Times Square and like that. To be fair, Britain puts on a good show as well on the Westminster Embankment, on the embankment line. But other than that, I mean, when it starts going to from Sydney, you know, Sydney Opera House, you know, all the, you know, that's it then. You know, it's New Year, isn't it?
Actually, out of all the fireworks, I enjoyed Ben Newton's last year on New Year's.
Ben Newton. Did he let off firework on Patio Beach?
Yeah, they had some Roman candles and they were pointing them at the building across the street. It wasn't like up in the air; they were actually literally pointing at the building.
What the fucking mortar bombs?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it's weird. You know, it's weird how. I wouldn't recognize Europe if I went back. It's going to be. I kind of gradually watched Italy do it because I would go often, and but if I went to London now, I wouldn't recognize it.
No, you wouldn't. Seriously, you wouldn't even know the language.
Is London still a clean city though?
Well, yeah, wherever I've been, yes, because I mean it's all prominent parts of the city. Like, you know, central London, the city of London, and all that.
That was what I liked about London. It was everywhere you walked, it was clean.
I wouldn't say probably the suburbs and the outer bits. You know, well, not the outer bits. You know, like, you know, they keep the middle of it obviously clean, obviously for tourists.
Yeah,
it's like New York, isn't it? It's like New York. Or,
no, there's no clean place in New York. There's absolutely no clean place in New York.
But that is one thing. I do enjoy going to London because I always used to Ning, my ex-Thai wife, well, almost ex, still bloody going through. But we always used to have to go to the Thai embassy, which is it's quite near the Natural History Museum and place like that. So we went around there and all those sorts of places. Swedish embassy as well. We had to go there because she's got triple nationality, mate. She's
Thai, of course,
Thai, Swedish,
yeah, of course,
and British, man.
Yeah, of course.
How do they fucking do it?
It's called sponsorship.
It is, isn't it? It is. I don't know. It wasn't sponsorship where she was from.
I noticed the two things.
That was 10 years sponsorship.
Yeah, I noticed two things. The people I was around in Bangkok, they only cared about Australia and Sweden, and then the very, if they had to, be the UK. Those were the three places they cared about: Australia, Sweden, and the UK. That's it.
Stockholm and round there sound like shitholes now. I'd imagine they're interesting if you just go visit around the tourist areas, like I say, because they'd be nice and clean. But I would imagine suburbs and all that. Yeah. It's pretty much, I mean, it's like round here now. Well, not round here, but round big cities around the UK.
You know, the good thing that came from all these NGOs and everything in Europe is I said I'll return to Europe and I'll retrace all the places I saw. Now I don't have to do it because I have no interest in it now. I'm saving plenty of money from not having to do that. Because I traveled all over Europe without a passport. Well, I had them, but I didn't need them. I had a military ID and orders. So I went everywhere, all over Europe.
Yeah, that's all you have to do now is go on Google Maps Street View now, and then you can see it, can't you? You can see the slum it is.
Yeah. Koreans are ignored by their own Korean people, and same with the Japanese. Not as bad as Korea.
I must admit, I am really envious. Not jealous because jealousy is another thing where basically you hold something against someone if you're jealous, I think, and it's a worse thing. Envy, I don't think is as bad as jealousy. Jealousy
is I want Clive's shirt, a shirt like Clive's. That's jealousy. Envy is I want Clive's shirt, the actual shirt.
Fruits of the Loom fucking t-shirt. That was I think it was about £10 for a pack of 5 of them.
Did you ever travel, Clive? Like Europe? Did you travel Europe?
No. I've been to France, Holland, Netherlands. I haven't been to Spain mainland, but I've been to Ibiza. Cyprus is nice.
Yeah.
Turkey. That's been it, really. Yeah.
Do you remember when they were pushing the EU in the mid-90s? Travel freely. The EU, travel free.
Yeah, but that's the Schengen.
What happened during COVID? They stopped travel. Whatever happened to that travel freely during COVID? I would go on websites and I would ask people that, and they would call me a murderer, a rootless person. I'm spreading COVID, and you name it. I'm like, I never even had COVID. How did I spread it if I didn't have it? Fucking idiots.
What makes me laugh is a bit like Brexit, where they said, "Oh, the UK, people in the UK won't be able to visit Europe ever again without visas, stuff like that." We can go through the Schengen. Is it Schengen zone?
Yeah. Yes.
Zone. We can go visa free around everywhere now.
Ties. That's how ties can go over Europe with that same type of visa.
Yeah, I agreed and I voted for Brexit. I mean, and I've got a business because I do not want to be. I'm not going into the politics, but they were given threats. Like Labour, the left-wing party in this country, was saying, you won't be able to travel and holidays will be more expensive. You can still go to Spain for £250, like for 10 days in a 4-star hotel, next to the pool and all the rest of it.
Speaking of going to Spain, well, I don't think Rabbit has his channel up anymore, but he had a bunch of videos and live streams when he was in Spain.
I wouldn't mind going to the mainland. I did have a chance of going to Spain, back when I was working for this Algerian bloke, Muslim chap, and to be fair, we were only literally from Béziers, probably an hour and a half from Barcelona. We used to go to a big wholesalers down there, and I couldn't be bothered. I was too busy drinking and sunning myself. It was like 35 degrees, so I thought this is a fucking life. So I couldn't be asked, but I wouldn't have minded going to Barcelona. Because Slim was an interesting chap. His old chap, his Algerian father, he had 7 or 8 wives, and he said Slim said Sliman, his name was. He said it's not for me. I can only be faithful to nasty to one woman. His wife, if she didn't have a veil on, a headscarf thing, burqa thing, He used to go fucking apeshit on her. It was horrible to watch. That he used to go absolutely apeshit on her, because she was married to him, and she couldn't look at another man. Literally could not look at another man or kind of interact with another man because obviously and it's just like, mate, seriously.
Yo, Sean, the reason you can't on mine is I disabled the EVR. And Monster, he doesn't do all that stuff. He just streams it, and that's it. Monster's streaming through StreamYard. It's a new feature.
I tried that out last night, StreamYard, because you recommended it, didn't you?
Yeah. Go ahead, get it, download it. You could do 5 hours a week.
Yeah.
You would be an instant star, Clive.
Fucking hell, yeah.
StreamYard.
I'll get at least up to probably 13 subscribers. I've got 9 already. 8. I noticed one unsubscribed, which I thought was a bit rude. Considering
getting subscribers now is pretty much, you could probably you'll max it. Just look at Ron and Nui. You'll see how their streams are maxed out at like 300.
Yeah, fucking Ron's on 315. It went literally from about 100. It leveled off for about 100 for about a week. And then I reckon he just bought subscribers, I reckon.
No. Ron's already known in the genre, so he's basically going to get 90% of the people. Not everybody's going to go over there.
Of course he is.
And you have the people from Ricky's that know Ron, so he's going to get the Filipinos, and then he streams all the time, so he's going to get people off the streets now.
I was joking. He had about the same amount of subscribers as you have. What you got, about 2,100?
No, I think it's 2,042. I keep gaining and losing the same. I gain 2, I lose 2 the same week.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
You're floating around 2,048 subscribers.
No, 42. 2,042.
Sorry.
I want to get to 25.
Hey, Borat. Borat. I don't know if you noticed Borat in your chat earlier on. That's my alter ego. So yeah.
Yes, I saw.
So you've gone at 1 sub. Yeah.
A good e-beggar, Rory.
Yeah, let's have a look at the chat. So look how many comments are. Jesus Christ, Bill West. He's got in there with a tasty fucking thing there, isn't he?
Cal said he would tune in if you wore hot leather hot pants.
Oh, Cal. You
Big
honestly,
West, 100%.
Cal, you're coming across as a bit of a weirdo, mate. But you support Chelsea, so fair play.
Kelko's 9 days. I think 9 days. Kelko will be leaving, heading to India.
India? Seriously?
Yeah, Kelko travels.
India? That's interesting. I noticed Bolden Bankrupt. He was in Bangladesh. Did you see Bolden Bankrupt's channel?
I know of, but I've never been to his channel or watched any of his streams.
I tell you what, fucking Bangladesh looks fucking as sketchy as fuck. Seriously, it looked fucking
I actually had a friend from Bangladesh. He was a diver. I wouldn't say a pearl diver, but he would dive, and he made like $8 a month. So he came to the Saudi Arabia, and he was a gopher. Go for this, go for that. And he was making $10 a month. And I said, you're working 16 hours a day every single day, make $10 a month. Why? Why are you here? He said because he wanted to get married. I'm like, oh my God.
I thought you said golfer then, not gopher. Yeah, go for this, go for that. Yeah.
He was also a pilot. He piloted over here and he piloted over there.
He piloted fucking everywhere.
Yeah, Bangladesh. Oh my God. And that whole region. Oh my God.
Absolute shithole.
It is, but and they're always fighting. Their government's always being taken down. People are starving. They're ready for war.
It really is a fucking shame. Like, I mean, they're all going off to they're all going off in boats to Thailand as well, aren't they?
Yeah, everywhere. They go everywhere.
Mm.
Yeah. It's the problem. The problem is like the Middle East. They spread out, and they bring their 7th century mentality with them. Like you were just saying, this guy who was yelling at his wife for not having her headset on, and
don't be like Britain. Middle East, don't be like Britain. You know, back in our colonial days, don't be like us.
It was funny because I lived in Saudi Arabia, I lived in Kuwait, and parts of Iraq, Bahrain. Bahrain was actually pretty cool. It was open. Kuwait.
No, I'm thinking about going. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm thinking about having a layover at Abu Dhabi with Emirates. Can you? What's Abu Dhabi compared to Hong Kong like? Because the last layover I was in Hong Kong airport. I'm on about. Is Abu Dhabi like a similar sort of regime? Is it? You know, at the airport?
No. Abu Dhabi, that's totally different. Yeah, that's Muslim.
Yeah, it's got a new airport as well.
They all do because they all do.
New terminal.
Yeah, Abu Dhabi, you know, it's a little secret, and like Rory's saying, everybody always talks about Dubai and you know overpriced everything. But if you're going to go through Abu Dhabi and Hong Kong, same thing with Hong Kong. I actually like Hong Kong.
I haven't been to Hong Kong. I've only transited through the for the terminal. But as far as I can make out, I mean, to be fair, sorry, I'm looking at the comments. Sorry. As far as I can see, I mean, like and I've experienced the Hong Konger people that worked at the airport. You know, they were nice people, polite, very helpful. You know, and where you need to go and all the rest of it. It's not what you perceive China to be, but I think Hong Kong's a lot different to what China mainland is.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. They're still polite in Beijing at the airport. Still polite there because they want you in and out. They don't want you like stuck overnight, and they don't want that.
Yeah. Because you just hear, I'll say it. The media news. They just portray China as like a nasty place and and all the rest of it. I don't think the Chinese people are. It's just the regime at the end of the day. But I don't know.
Well, actually, the regime is really 96 million.
Yeah.
That's it. All the other people in China, they don't care about. They're just
the rest of the 1.3 billion people don't give a shit, basically.
Yeah, they don't care. It's the Han Dynasty people. It's the CCP.
Yeah.
And Bill West is right. They're just as bad. And a friend of mine taught English in the middle of nowhere in the villages in China, and he's a giant. He's like 6'8". These people are walking up there like they never saw a white guy in their life. This guy's like 6'8", and
what the fuck?
and the Chinese they adopted him. They loved him. The problem is that's what got him in trouble was because the locals in the villages they loved him.
And I think,
so the Chinese government, nobody goes to China and teaches English or anything without being traced and followed. And so they made him leave those villages and go closer to like Beijing, not Beijing, but it starts with a G, Guangzhou or whatever. And finally he just said, I'm out of here. I can't live like this. And then he went over to Cambodia for a little bit, didn't like it, and went to Vietnam, liked it. And then unfortunately for the Vietnamese, he was offered a job and he flew back to Philadelphia, and he manages the world's largest warehouse remotely. He never leaves his apartment. He just stays in there. He's a local.
Is that Amazon? Is that an Amazon warehouse, by chance?
I have no clue what it is. He wrote every like 5 years I'll get an email from him. Hey, what's up? Hey, you want to get together? Let's. And he's in Philly, so it's easy to do. And he's one of those guys. He's an engineer. He's an engineer. He went to school. He's an engineer. Threw everything away. Went out to L.A. Became a DJ. Tossed everything. Said, I'm tired with this riffraff and the pace of today. I'm going to go and teach English. And now he's back making a lot of money. And I'm due unless he died, because like we don't have text or anything, and we communicate through email. Unless he died, I'm due an email like next year, every 5 years, pretty much.
Sounds like he's working for Jeff if it's the biggest warehouse in America.
Yeah, he went to it was called VMI. It was not VMI. It was Virginia Tech. It was a Polytech. And then because I used to joke with him, I go, "Are you a graduate of Polytech or Virginia Tech?" And he'd get upset about it. And he was actually a smart, super smart guy. And his mom passed away, and he said, "Now I don't have to support anybody by myself." So he said, "I'm out of here." He walked out of the office, and I'm not returning. Sold everything, went out to LA, and became a DJ, and made a lot of money in the popular nightclubs. Yeah. And then he just got tired of that and sold everything, and he went over to China, Cambodia, then Vietnam. Then he came back. He's a good dude. He would come on here. He would definitely come on here if he knew this existed. He'd come on.
I almost went to Virginia, actually. I met we're on about messenger again. Yep. And I met this woman. I forgot what her name is now. Jesus. Anna. And she was, I didn't realize this, she was married to an ex-Marine, ex-US Marine, that is. But he was also, he'd sort of morphed into a contractor, Iraq and, Afghanistan and all the rest of it. And I almost went to Midlothian, Virginia. I don't know if you've heard of Midlothian, Idaho County in Virginia. Yeah, but like, it's fairly close. It's fairly close to Norfolk. The naval base. And
yes,
like,
Hamilton, Norfolk.
I almost went there.
Newport News.
I thought, no, I'm not going to go there because, like, apparently he was missing in action. They were still married. They were still married after 2 years. She hadn't seen him, so he must have been on a fucking good wage as a contractor. I would have thought. Yeah, that's what soldiers go into, isn't it? Contracting. And
Clive Kelkel has a question for you. Did you teach Ron at Simp School?
I'm the fucking master. I'm the fucking grand master of fucking simping. What's your fucking hang on? I need to look at the fucking comments. Hang on. Clive, did you teach Ron at Simp? Cow, you Chelsea supporter. Chelsea, yay. Yeah, I'm not into football, so I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. So don't worry, Cow. You start dissing Lewis Hamilton, that's it. Oh, and Dave the Dasher's just like prompting him, "Hey, Cow, hey,
Dave the Dasher. Do it live. Do it live. Do it live.
Where's old fucking BPZ gone? BPC. Sorry, not Z.
You mean Grind?
BPC. Yeah, Grind B. Yeah.
I think I think I saw him on Gaza's and I saw him on Capios recently.
Mm-hmm. You haven't been on Ron because they have spats, haven't they, Ron and Grind?
Yeah, it'd come full circle. They'll be back being buddies and stuff. It just how it works.
Play, I tell you what, Grind absolutely fucking rips this shit out. Fucking probably does. And like every stream, it's like you get through half the stream, Ron drinks a few beers, and then all hell breaks loose.
The season 4 for Ron, it's going to be Ron, Dave the Dasher, Kel, Louis Cabo, and I think there's one other person's going to be there. There's going to be like 4 or 5 guys all meeting up. If it's in, I don't know if Kel will be there, or Louis be there, and Dave during Patio with HK57, but definitely at the end of January and February, those guys will probably have the ability to meet up.
I wish I could go and meet Ron, but like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. See, he's going to be on to another country. He'll be on to fucking, I don't know, Cambodia or something. Or maybe,
I don't think Ron's leaving Thailand when he gets there. He's just not the type of guy who wants to. He'll island hop, not country hop.
Ron thinks he's going to go to Ploy's house. I think it's all going to blow up before then. He's just going to go straight to Pattaya. He's going to pay the 12 or $20 or whatever to get a taxi down to Pattaya, and then he's
I think Ricky went back to the Philippines, Miguel. I think Friday. Yeah. Dave, HK57 is pretty cool. He's a cool dude from Vancouver. And he speaks Thai. He's good. Yo, Lotto.
How much Thai can you speak, Golga?
Nick Noi.
Yeah, not much.
Little.
Very little.
Never had the need to learn it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't know their culture or anything.
This is how us Farang or Afams or whatever, whichever country you go to, we're just like we're spoiled, aren't we?
Well, everybody is.
Yeah.
Well, with AI, like I have a phone, I could just turn it on now, and it'd be interesting. I just turn it on; it would listen to you talk, and it would be able to formulate its own opinion and start talking to you. I do that for phone calls. I turn it on. I never answer calls anymore because that phone, that's not a number of people I pick up for people anyway. My other phone is. So when people call, AI talks to them. They're talking to AI. And it's funny because I get a lot of Chinese spam calls from New York. And not anymore because AI talks back to them in Chinese.
They go, hey, fuck you. Fuck off. Fuck you.
It's funny because that phone on the fly texting, I could text in English, they could text in whatever language, they'll get it, and it'll be translated on the fly. Video, voice on the fly. There's just, I get the aspect of learning things out of respect, but you know what? Most young Thais speak English anyway. It doesn't matter.
Hey, Elon's going to stick chips in her fucking brains before long. Like,
I would love to do that. I would volunteer for that.
What's it called?
Neuralink.
Oh my fucking God. Fucking get 7 or 8 chips in there.
I want that. God. I will take over the world in 6 weeks.
Ron was saying about Neuralink as well, because I brought it up. Because we were talking about, what was it, was it the MSG dome thing? Dome thing in fucking Las Vegas. Then we were talking about that. Not MSG. What's it called? Is it MSG? No, it's the Times Square Times Square people, isn't it? Basically, which built the dome in Las Vegas. We were talking about that, and he'd go for it. I'd go for that cryogenic freezer thing as well. Cryogenic thing.
Yeah,
freeze my brain. Freeze my brain.
Yeah. This is your brain on ice.
That'd be fucking awesome, mate.
I heard Ron last night, and what was he talking about?
I don't know.
He wanted to go to New York City and go to a nightclub.
Hey, really?
Yeah, that's when I fell asleep. I said, I gotta go to bed now. Click.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a bit 1980s, isn't it?
Yeah, you're like, you better bring about a grand.
Yeah.
Because Ron's the type of guy who likes bottle service. You better bring a grand.
All the smart people went down to Miami to the nightclubs, didn't they?
No, Miami's not known for smart people.
Yeah, I know. I watch another YouTube channel, and they go on about Florida Man. Is Florida Man a thing? Is Florida Man stupid?
I don't know who Florida Man is.
Florida Man gets himself into a lot of trouble, apparently. I've heard about Florida Man.
A lot of people are doing stupid things just to get reactions and get views and clicks. I think worldwide they should make an international law. People who do things like that should be executed.
I'd be on a register probably for stupid people.
And then once enough people start getting executed, people will straighten up.
I'll tell you what, don't you just love the Arab way of, like, if you steal, you have your hand chopped off? That's fucking awesome.
Not your hand, your fingers. Your fingers are cut off.
Oh, your finger? I thought you said fucking hand.
Yeah. Well, because he's a retard. He doesn't. Whoever told you that. I lived there. I went to these places. I saw beheadings, shootings, fingers removed. I didn't get to see. The only thing I didn't get to see was a stoning.
It's different to our stoning. Put it that
way. Yeah, I never saw stoning, but I
never saw the stoning thing. Yeah,
I saw a woman get shot in the head for adultery. They asked her family, would you rather have her stoned or shot? Because apparently, I don't know how it is now, but back then, only men got their heads cut off. They were only beheaded men.
Seriously, you know, back in the ISIS, I don't know, all that stuff days, 20 years ago, I saw a beheading on YouTube, and literally they gave him his last cigarette, and it wasn't an American or anything. It was probably a traitor, I expect, an Afghan traitor or something, or Iraq or whatever, and he had his head chopped off properly with a fucking machete, and it must have been fucking sharp, it just went like that, and he gave him his last cigarette, and the cigarette was still in his mouth with his eyes open on the floor, and I thought, fuck, I'm never looking for this stuff again on YouTube.
You would be in luck. You would be in luck, Clive. You roll your cigarettes, so you can take your time rolling your cigarette. You would live longer.
It was pretty fucking sick. It was pretty sick, and I thought, I'm not watching that again. Jesus Christ!
I saw a woman get whipped with a cat of nine tails.
Oh,
and in Ethiopia, just absolutely just brutal. And I tried to see a public flogging in Singapore, but they said I couldn't go.
You tried to go and watch.
Yeah, why not, dude? I want to see how the world works all over the place.
For content, I mean, like, you don't need to go and steal something and then get flogged yourself, yeah?
People, it used to, in Saudi Arabia, it used to be every other Tuesday where they did punishment. And the king would like always say, no, let him go. No, don't do it. And people would just like be pissed off. Oh, Jesus, we came all the way out here. I came to see someone beheaded. And but they sold dates. They didn't sell popcorn and peanuts and soda, but they sold dates at these places. Yeah, it was weird. But you know what? When you're in somebody's world and you want to go into their culture to see how it truly is, that's what you do. You go see that, and then you realize, yeah, my culture's messed up right now, but it's not that messed up.
It's not that fucking bad, yeah. It's great that we live in our sad little worlds in the West and just go visit.
I saw a guy from the Sudan. He was a big dude. And he was, during Ramadan, he was selling alcohol in a small little northern town in Saudi Arabia. And apparently somebody owed him money, and rather than pay the guy back, he ratted him out. And the Saudi police, they kicked in his door, and they like Christ. 20 guys dragged him out. They beat the living hell out of this guy in the middle of the road and just left him for dead. I don't even know what happened to the guy because we were told you can't intervene. You can't intervene. So this is life.
Yeah. Well, back to the comments. Let's have a look at the comments.
Stupid things like putting beer boxes on your head, impersonating the Pope. Rantillion.
Ron, Ron also thinks full moon parties are cool. I've never been to a full moon party. I wouldn't want to go to one because I've looked at the full moon, had a drink, and then thought, yeah, that's cool.
Can't you just wait for a full moon on a balcony in Bangkok and drink?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, why do you need to be on mind-altering fucking, like, drugs and, you know, and forget. Now, Ron went to a full moon party and didn't go back on the boat, did he? The speedboat to take him back to wherever he was coming from. But like, didn't he get
Rory?
Didn't he get fucking? He got lost from the people he was with or something. I'm sure he did. And he woke up and he was like, where the hell? It might have been another channel. I can't think now. But he
could
said
be
that as well.
Many times. Ron just likes to party. That's life. He likes to party, and that's, you know, he chooses to do that. Big deal.
I'm sure he got split up from a load of people he went over with. He didn't know. Which Ron often does.
Taking boats and ferries and all that those days are long behind me. If I can't get there by plane, I'm not going.
Have you heard of the amount of boat accidents in the last couple of days in Thailand? Jesus Christ! Apparently, there's a British tourist and a cook or something which went missing. I don't know if they found them, but like there was about 7 different boat accidents or something. In the choppy season,
it's usually the Philippines. It's usually the Philippines. Ferry with 550 people meant for 50 people capsizes. Nobody survives.
It's not surprising.
I can't believe how people go on those ferry boats in the Philippines 24 hours. Yeah, but they're sleeping.
Mate, when I was in Ibiza, there was a club called Club Summum, I think it was called, and we went over there. Spandau Ballet were playing there, so I thought, gotta fucking go, gold, you know what I mean? Anyway, no joke, on the ferry, you could actually, the ferry was fucking big. When everybody was off the boat, it was huge. when we got on there, I could actually touch the water. I was sat on one of the bench things, going to another island, another Balearic island, Balearic, whatever you call it, from Ibiza, and like you could literally, you only had to put your hand overboard a couple of inches, you could feel the water. I was like, this is fucking sketchy.
Well, everything's sketchy over there.
It was like literally an hour's boat ride as well over to this island there.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck. I don't even think they have. Do they even have the capabilities of recovering people?
I don't know. In Europe, maybe. Like,
no, I'm talking. I'm talking like Thailand and Philippines.
Yeah.
You know, they probably have one Coast Guard boat, and they're on the other side of the country.
A helicopter that can take probably 10 people maximum. Yeah.
No. Can you imagine like a helicopter trying to? The people, how would they recover them? No. Ron's a party king as far as I know. You only live once. Absolutely, Ernest. Live it best you can and how you want because there's no second chance. Rory had a VIP speedboat back in Samui. No idea. Massive queues for both, but put staff. Spotted me bypass 100. Yeah. That's. I've been trying to tell people you can get that same service in the airports for fast track.
Rory, I tell you what, fucking fair play. Rory has only ever shown his face once on Ron's channel, like. And he was working in. You're working in children's services, isn't it? Social services, Rory, are you? Or a school or something. And like, no joke, this bloke has seen some action. I tell you, he's fucking. Rory, you're the dude, mate.
Yeah, Rory's a good dude, man. Pretty much everybody is in here. That's why, like, you have like 100 guys in the genre that everybody knows. Like, you could go anywhere and say, I'm so-and-so. People are like, oh, what's up? What's up? There's only like 5 that people, who are you? Fuck off.
You could be telling that one person to fuck off, and they've probably got 100 stories. Hey, Rentalian. Hey, baby. Hey, Rentalian. This is crying. I want you, Rentalian.
Do it live. Do it live.
Do it live, Rentalian. Come on, baby. Show us your parts. Ron Pertkin. Ron Pertkin, as far as I know, you only live once. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, you read that. Sits on my ass at work doing bugger all today, so. Rory, fucking look after those kids, mate. Honestly, kids are our future, mate. But Rory, if you are our future, oh God help us.
Surrounded by chocolate.
Village
Yes,
Paradise.
We all adore Pope Clive.
Right, okay. Right.
Souths, if I didn't end my trip abruptly, I would be in Phnom Penh right now.
Fucking hell, surprised it's raining outside and it's windy. Wow.
I'm gonna blame Souths for my leaving early. Because he said he might be in the village. Yo, Jazzy. He might be in the village during New Year's. Then I just said, so I decided, if Souths is not going to be able to be there, then I'm just not going. I'm going home. It's over.
I can't see South. I can't see South. Dave the Dasher, hey South.
He's village bound. Village bound is Souths.
Poke. Yeah, not Pope. Poke. Oh shit, man, what am I doing? Oh shit.
Yeah, Souths. Don't worry. If I'm back in April, May, I 100% will take the flight over. What's an hour flight? I don't understand why people have a problem taking these dirt cheap hour flights. Just go. Do it live. Do it live.
Do it live. Hey, village bound. Hey, Dave the Dasher. Hey, Dave.
Yeah, I met up with South. I met him in Phnom Penh and Ben Newton.
I can't see South though. I can't see South on the. I reckon he's blocked me because I'm not a proper in the genre. You know what I mean? Because I've only been a few times with my wife. I reckon he's blocked me.
Rory can't see anybody's comments. He's been shadow banned.
Yeah. Oh, Village Bank. I'm South.
I just told you that. Clive, pay attention. Your box is on too tight. Clive, your box is on too tight on your head.
Hey, sorry, go. Go.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Souths, do you get to Bangkok? How many times a year do you get to Bangkok, Souths?
I'm going to have to go and fuck a lady boy in a minute.
Tomorrow's the last day of the year. It's the last day of the year.
Who gives a fuck? Because the next year is going to be shit as the fucking last.
24 be pretty cool. 25 is the one I'm looking to. And 26. 26, I turned 60. 60. 60. 60 going on 15.
Why did you tell me you were like 70 something the other day, Golga?
Because it's a running joke at Ron. It's a running joke at Ron.
Oh, fucking hell! You've made me feel even shit.
Oh, okay, that's cool, Souths.
Because I'm 50. I'm 50 in next year, so Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're a pup. I always wanted to say that. Someone said I'm 50. Oh, you're a pup.
I'm a fucking poor pup. Give me money. Give me money. Money.
Souths, do you stick with Bangkok or do you go travel out?
Go. I've got a Paul Buffalo. Paulie Buffalo.
That's so 2019.
Oh, for fuck's sake! All right. My auntie had a fucking moped accident. A bike accident.
Yeah, you used that one back in April, June, and part of August.
Hey, Jesus Christ! You got that email as well, did you?
You know, I like this guy. He played softball. His grandmother died 3 times that year.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I'm like, dude, your grandmother died in the spring, summer, now in the fall. So I guess she'll die in winter too.
I'll tell you what, it's catastrophic.
Yeah, that's a quick trip in Bangkok is pretty cool. Sounds perfect.
The amount of deaths in Thailand is incredible, isn't it?
Oh yeah. But the population never decreases by the number of deaths, though. That's the odd part over there.
Tag him and stack him. Yeah.
Do it live.
What's the shadow ban? Rory, what's the shadow ban?
A shadow ban is where you're banned for no reason and people can't see your content unless you literally post everything out for people.
Don't worry.
I don't think you're shadow banned.
Village bound. I didn't know you were South. I'm sorry, mate. I'm South.
Do it live.
I go and watch the channel.
I have no clue what's going on. I'm guessing today is Saturday. Oh, I got it right. It's Saturday.
Saturday.
That's one of the laziest songs Elton John ever had. He just it's Saturday. He got paid for it.
It's just a load of bollocks. Isn't it? I think one of his laziest songs was the one he did for Princess Diana.
Candles in the Wind.
English Rose one, like, yeah. This is so fucking like cheesy. Just fuck off.
Worshipping people. I never understood that.
She died in a
It's Sunday.
class. The third column in the fucking, in the tunnel, like in Paris.
Dave, is it going on 2 o'clock where you're at? Is it going on 2 a.m.?
2 a.m. Jesus Christ, Dave.
Yeah, I think they're 16 hours ahead of New York.
Dave,
Australia.
Dave, you're Australian. Good day. You're in New Year's Eve. Good day, Dave. Congratulations, you're into New Year's Eve. What's a
South has some of the best quick shots of thunderstorms from his balcony. Exactly, West. Bill West is on to everything. Couldn't have that. Yeah. Muslim blood.
Like fireworks are being let off everywhere, including all the Farangs, which are like. So, no, yeah, sorry. No, South is in. Yeah, sorry, is in Australia. So South's Australian.
No, he's a Kiwi. He just has friends that live in Australia.
Oh, he's Kiwi.
Yeah.
Easy.
No.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
He's Australian.
Sorry, my small brain is right. Yeah.
Clive, Dave is Australian. He's awesome.
Good day, Dave. No, what about Village Bound?
He's Aussie.
Village Bound. So North's is Village Bound. No, South.
South is Aussie. Dave is Kiwi.
I'm fucking confused now. I'm Aussie, Dave Kiwi. No, I've got Oh, so is he a tan skin, Dave? Is it?
Everybody.
Oh, he's a tan skin.
Everybody says that people from the UK are the worst ones on. I said no. The Kiwis are. AP,
yeah. Right.
Tony, Steve. Just joking to you three of you guys. Having fun.
Hey. Now, Golgo, I'm going to trigger these people now. Village Bound, South, and Dave the Dasher. You're actually Brits. You're Brits.
Wait a minute. Is New Zealand actually going back to its original name? They're going to go back. I forgot what it was. I think they're talking about that, and they're now claiming Australia, New Zealand, Oceania instead of Australia, New Zealand.
Hey, the hinterland.
Australia has the coolest guys, minus the New Jersey clan.
Hey, I'm taking the piss, but they're all fucking Brits. Like they're all 10 pom Brits.
You got Banana King, you got the Watcher, you have Exit.
Oh,
no, Watcher's not American. Watcher's Australian. He's Aussie.
There we go. South says he's from the Shetland Islands, which is up there in Scotland. So, except in Scotland, the Shetlands.
Yo, sausage dog. You have a plethora of cool dudes from Australia on here.
Yeah, from Britain. Yeah. We're all British. Great grandmother merchant seaman. Jesus Christ.
See, South comes from a very, very good cut of cloth.
Hey, Sosto, another great one.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a sausage dog is a fucking British immigrant as well. I'm gonna trigger so many people now. They know I'm taking the fucking piss. Why would you want to live in Britain? If I wanted to be a 10 what was it? £10 pom, I would do it. I'd go and live in Australia. Why not?
Can Brits visit Australia with no issues with visa or anything?
They're probably fucking banned, Golgo. They're probably banned over there. We're probably second-class citizens by now. The Australians don't like us. They want to get rid of our. They want to get rid of the monarchy. So.
Yeah, why do you still have a monarchy? What's the use for it?
Why not? Why not? Prince Andrew's good for a laugh, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Did I know Jeffrey Epstein? No, I can't recollect it. Even though we walked through, we walked through Central Park together and like had laughs and like
they said Aussies are British that wash and shower.
You bitch! Right, that's it. Right, back on comments. Wow, Dave the Dasher, honestly. BA Sport put another on the Barbie.
Actually, I think the guys from Scotland might be the bottom of the rung.
Oh yeah. No, because Village Bound was apparently his ancestors from the Shetland Islands. So Shetland Isles. No, they're not.
I'm talking in the genre. I'm not talking way back history. I'm talking in the genre.
No. I like South
If Rabbit is your top bloke, you're in trouble.
Village Bound supports the Palpal, so you know we can't have that. There's 4 Scots, Welsh, Northern Irish. We're going to put a bomb into your car. And, people like that. I mean, they're fine. And that's English, of course. You're going to put a bomb into your car.
No. If you go up to on your web browser and you can go up and hit the live chat. Yours will probably say top chat. Hit live chat and it'll start showing all the people posting.
I thought it was a bit fucking weird. Village Bound, aka South, put great grandfather autocorrect. He put great grandmother was merchant seaman. I thought that's a bit weird.
What countries have the better food? Scotland, Britain, Northern Ireland. Britain has terrible food.
Go for fuck's sake. Britain is Scotland.
I know. I'm talking geographically. Does Scotland have better food than you guys, you blokes in Britain?
No, because the Scottish got haggis. That's just weird shit. Look up haggis. Google haggis.
There you go, Lotto. Yeah, seafood. Yeah, if you're into seafood, yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, Dave the Dasher. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'd do a £10 pom now. Seriously. You've seen the state of the UK lately. I wasn't taking the piss, Dave the Dasher. I was being historical at the end of the day. Yeah.
Who has the better fish and chips? Restaurant in Florida where Cheap Charlie went with Jeff Lepard, or Britain?
No, Grimsby has the best fucking fish and chips in the world. Their cod comes from the North Sea. Their North Sea cod is the best in the world. Grimsby is the best place to go in the UK for maybe England.
Where is Grimsby located on the map in the UK?
Grimsby is Lincolnshire.
Lincolnshire. Okay. All right. Okay.
Lincolnshire. Yeah. Bill West says haddock is better than cod in my opinion. Yeah, fair play. No.
What kind of fish is? What kind of fish is that stuff that comes in a box, like Gordon's Fisherman fish sticks and stuff? What kind of fish is that?
The fuck! I wouldn't have a clue, mate. I wouldn't have a clue. In a box.
Yeah.
It's obviously dead fish if it's in a box.
Yeah, it's like What's the fish that like McDonald's serves? Is that like a white fish?
Oh, Jesus, I don't know.
Okay, thanks, Lotto.
I don't know if they serve fish at McDonald's, though.
Yeah, it's filet of fish.
Not in the UK, I don't think. I haven't seen that. Seriously, I haven't seen.
That's what Americans eat. They eat that stuff from a box or the filet of fish. That's not good fish, I don't think.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, Bill Pollock.
Oh, Pollock. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the poor man's cod, because cod went up in price, and they just went for. Yeah. Excuse me a minute. I need to go for a wee.
Number 12.
No, it's not. It's the first one.
Never mind, Clive.
Yeah,
you'll catch on one. You'll catch on numbers and all that.
You're fucking shitting me.
Yes. Do Brits use tartar sauce on fish? Like Americans, they have to mask the taste, so they put tartar sauce on it. Wow, I wonder what's going on. You do? You put? Oh, okay. Well, the chat. It was more for the chat because I know now that's the second visit because you came back and went back. I remember I grew up in a Catholic home, and oh my God, fish every Friday, every Wednesday. Oh, it was awful. I couldn't eat any of that. You couldn't pay me. You could say, listen, I'm going to give you a business class round trip ticket, 1 month free trip to Thailand, and I couldn't eat fish. I couldn't eat tartar sauce. I couldn't do it. I would be like, no, I'm sorry. I'll just go. I'll deliver pizzas, and I'll make sure I can pay my own. Now, why do you always have these weird comments? I heard you on the other channel, Sean. I don't know. I ate swordfish a lot, and that was the last fish that I actually enjoyed eating was swordfish. And before that, growing up, I grew up on the lake in Ohio, so we had perch and walleye. Perch and walleye. I didn't eat bass. I didn't eat catfish. Definitely would never even attempt to eat. What was that? Oh, I forgot even what the fish was. Carp. Never would go near anything like that. Yo, Annabelle Atwood. Clive, do you eat walleye? Do they have walleye where you're at? Oh, bye, Clive. Clive left. Yes, they just ate a teenager. A couple days ago? Shark ate a teenager. But they're now wondering if it was a shark or a crocodile that attacked a Canadian recently, too. Yeah, Lake Erie. Absolutely, Miguel. I grew up right on Lake Erie. Walleye, perch, jumbo perch. When I was a kid, we would go fishing. It was unlimited. Now it's 50 is the max you can take out because of the Asian carp taking over. Yeah, he's on his way to McDonald's.
Sorry, dude. I fell off there.
You zigged when you should have zagged, Clive. You always zig when you should zag.
Clive, have you ever eaten? Yeah, go
on. Cincinnati. You're about 5 hours from where I grew up. Northeast part of Cleveland.
Is that Ohio?
Miguel, please tell me you don't put chili on pasta. What is that? Sky? Is that Sky Chili in Cincinnati?
Is Cleveland, Ohio? Ohio.
Yes, that's where Cheap Charlie's from.
Ohio.
My brother is in Amman, Jordan right now, and he just sent me a text of a plate of salmon. And he's the opposite of me. I eat beef and chicken. He won't go near that stuff.
I had a bro.
Yes, West, exactly.
I had a bro in Ohio, in Cleveland, Ohio, a black bro.
Yeah, Lieutenant, I get it. I get it. The sea is where you should be eating the fish, not the lakes. Yes, I'm from Central America. I'm an American, but I'm Central American.
Apparently, Cleveland's not such a nice place to live. Am I wrong or right?
Absolutely, it's like Baltimore. Of course not.
Yeah. No, I had a black bro, like I used to speak to on Facebook, and it was just all tower blocks. It's just all apartment, high-rise apartments, and
that's the projects, the ghetto.
The projects, yeah, I got that.
Yeah, that's what it's called. A friend of mine, his dad was a project lead for rebuilding all the projects in the east side of Cleveland in the mid-90s.
Yeah.
And they furnished all the buildings were furnished with furniture, TVs, cable modems, you name it, computers.
Yeah.
Within the first month, all the houses pawned all that stuff. They pawned the TVs, they pawned the furniture, they pawned everything. Yeah.
The copper wiring as well.
No. That's too much work.
They're fucking amateurs. They're amateurs. They rip copper wiring out in this country.
New Jersey's the armpit of America.
New Jersey.
It literally is called the armpit of America, New Jersey.
I am from Jersey. Am I doing this right? Jersey.
Charlie's timing you out on there.
He's timing me out.
Yes, Gary, Indiana. Yes, it's
Have I been timed out?
A burb of Chicago.
New
I think Michael
Jersey.
Jackson was from Gary, Indiana originally. The Jackson family.
Hey, Rentalian.
Yes, Cleveland, the Venice of the Midwest. Do you know at the turn of the century, of the 19th century, Cleveland, Ohio was the wealthiest city in the world for about 40 years? It was followed by Petersburg, Russia, or St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg. That's meant to be a nice city, apparently.
I've been there. It's old Leningrad. I've been there.
Yeah. It's meant to be a beautiful, beautiful architecture and stuff.
The only parts I really know of Indiana is Hamilton. Hamilton, Indiana. I was a kid. My church had affiliation with that, and we would take bus rides over there. Hamilton.
Is that Hamilton?
No, Hamilton. Not Hamilton. Hammond.
Not Lewis Hamilton. Oh, damn.
Hammond. Yeah, that's it. Hammond. Hammond, Indiana. I remember that. They had a college they had a college there, Hammond College or Hammond University or whatever it was. It was a Christian school.
What about Richard Hammond now? Off Top Gear.
You know. Oi.
Do you realize Richard Hamilton, Richard Hammond, literally lives about 15 miles away from where I live.
I don't know who this guy is. Who is this?
Hammond? You're into cars. Isn't it?
No.
You watch Top Gear? No, Jesus Christ.
I don't watch anything, Clive. I have. You know, the popular TV show was on TV when I last watched TV.
Yeah, go on.
It was Monday night, WWF Monday night, 1985, 86.
I'm gonna fucking break you. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Philip Janik, the number one Vietnamese YouTuber, Philip Janik. I like Philip. Ham and cheese. Westlake, was that considered old money? No, not at all. Westlake is just, it's so new money. That's where I grew up until I was 4 years old, was Westlake. It used to be called Dover until the 50s. Then they changed it to Westlake. And that's where a lot of my family, they live in that area. But that's new money. That's not old money. Not at all. Absolutely the opposite.
Annabelle Atwood. I called her Hannibal Atwood. Annabelle, sorry. Face blue, smiling face. Blue,
yes, we all know Philip. Philip is the top bloke in Vietnam. He's trying to get his brother to sell everything and go move over and live with them, travel with them. But doesn't seem like it's going to happen.
Face blue, smiling Clive. What the fuck? And I called her Hannibal, but it's Annabelle Atwood. Hello, Annabelle. Where's that gone fucking blue? What the fuck? Anyway, yeah. So I'm looking at the comments. It looked like Hannibal Atwood.
Calcal, struggling for hotels in Manila. Can I stay with Clive's girlfriend?
Calcal, you are absolutely infatuated with my mission. Unless you want to support 3 fucking kids, mate, I'd run away now.
Clive is officially moved into number 2
Sim.
genre troll.
No, Sim. Genre Sim, I don't know, fucking troll.
Helsinki, Finland.
Clive,
are you in the Philippines?
No,
yes.
No, not really. Yeah. That's right. Yeah,
Rantillion. That's a great slogan. Fill in a name, Sim, so we don't have to.
Oh, you fucking Rantillion, you fucking pussy simping fucking bitch. Clive Sim, so we don't have to. Wow.
Clive, Clive, you're not traveling anywhere in 2024?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm going to the Philippines, mate. And I think I might be going to Lithuania as well.
What the hell?
Yeah, Lithuania. Yeah, my Polish friend is getting married to his Lithuanian.
Okay.
Girlfriend, not girlfriend, engaged. What they called fiance. Yeah,
90 day.
No. They've been together for fucking like 10 years. But
why ruin a good thing?
I've been invited to Lithuania. And it's actually quite a nice resort they're going to as well, so I might go there. Might be a bit of content for the Clive stream. A Lithuanian.
Why don't you skip Lithuania and do a holiday in Wales?
Mate, I fucking almost am in Wales. Why would I do that? This is where Hereford is, the home of the Sass. Next to the Welsh border, where they go onto the Brecon Beacons, and yeah.
Lieutenant.
I have to get the Sass in there, so it makes it more interesting, more important. Hereford.
It's called a staycation.
No, I'm not good.
You know what's weird?
Lithuania is not staycation. That's in
Lotto and Rory, I do not see on the internet but on StreamYard, I see you guys.
I see you, Rory. Same as you, Lotto. Lotto. I only see at Rory the Rome and
Yeah, Rantillion is in the chat.
Hey, Rantillion.
Rory, I don't see you or Lotto.
I see Lotto. He's got a sad face. Lotto retirement strategist.
It's weird. I don't see any of those guys. Ah, that's what it is. They're all on Monsters channel.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Really?
Yeah, you guys are on Monsters channel.
That internet monster channel.